Okay, Marty, bear with me a little bit. So your stack passes, I'll just kind of run you through some of my past game so that you can see where it falls into. So it's not necessarily that double under stack the entire time. It's kind of that single leg stack, and you'll see from there, right? So if we go from a close guard, any way that you can split the legs open, whether it's like just a knee walk back, whether it's a stand, 1, 2, maybe a cross sleeve, I stand and I open, any of these type passes, right? From here, generally I like to push and pass the knee over, 1, right? And if I'm this tight, I can just come underneath and then scoop the back leg. So up, karate chop, thumb down, walk it right up my leg where I need to, do your back step, push, pass. If you do it from the ground, like the walk, and I open from the ground, I just punch block this. 1, pass, and you have the same pass. You understand that from here, they have a little bit opportunity to bring the knee, and again, I can pull, open, just open the chest, turn, and attack from there. Sometimes they get it too much, and then you can start maybe the leg weave pass, or the step back pass, all that good stuff, right? But the more we talk about this, the more it's like distance that he's getting away from me. That's going to clearly change my pass. My go-to is underneath the head. That usually happens when they start trying to open this knee up. They start to shrink. So I just can fall right around the head. 1, and then scoop this leg. If my knees are down and he hooks this leg, no problem. I just walk it up, and that walks the knee right to me. 1, 2. Some guys are long enough to actually cross their feet in this position. I just hold it. Sometimes I like to push my weight here because my left leg is anchored. So I use all my weight to kind of push and split, right? Since this left leg is anchored, they're strong here, but once I push my weight this way, it helps open. And I can walk up, keep a bent knee, come underneath, and I can pass, back step. I can bring this elbow back through the hip, open, mount, right? There's a couple good ways to finish from there. Couple directions you can go with it, right? So 1, 2. Say I have this leg hooked, and he starts to actually gain distance. 1. This is where I shoot it deep. Reach 2, and the key is to grab the knee. That's the crusher, right? So once I go 1, 2, I grab the knee, and my head goes to his ear. 1, 2, and I pull and smash, and I go past. Nice little choke from there. So that's kind of the 2 ways that I go from the knee under, or under the leg for the smash. It's all based on his distance, right? Even if you want to get a little fancy, you go 1, 2, and if they actually push you off, you can fall back. The leg game, if you want, the leg is already in there, right? 1, 2, good. So the third option would be maybe we're trying to pass from our knees, right? From a combat position. This can go a couple different directions as well. So for me, if I'm like in this combat base, I generally want the collar or anything that keeps me tight and connected, right? So if I can reach up and sit with this connected, great. Once I feel this kind of leave, I just let go and let it slide to wherever it slides to. So whether it's further down the collar, whether it's the belt, whether it's the hip, wherever I need to be. Of course, I want this to be tight, but if he's strong and he starts moving, I just kind of let it go a little bit. So I'm still at least have good tension on the gi between him and I, right? So if I'm in more of this combat base, I want to step, or I want my hips to go to this side. And I know you're familiar with that teeter of the hips. So it's more like kind of a sideways pass than it is me going over him, right? So from here, I can just pull and put my body down. Now I'm right in this position to pass this way, right? One, if he hips heavy to his side, then that's of course where I grab the knee, here, step, and you have your knee cut pass. If even that's just too much, he hips and he gets more distance, and brings his leg up, that's when I can dive under. If his hips are really to that side, I can reach, you can go on your smash pass, or if he starts to square up, that's where you have your double under. So mainly my double under game comes when they're a little bit too far away and they may have like hip control. This I don't like. But this, it's easier for me to slide under. 1, 2, and I already have one of these. So if I can like smash and they bend on here, I just go right into the pass. If I'm here and they stay strong with this leg and I push and I can't gain any space, I can just swim under and go here to my double under. They have a foot on the hip, I can still go double under, and that's where I could start doing my hip game. 1, 2, and start walking the body from there. Hope that covers everything.